Hello and welcome to the Hostile Takeover development video number 15. I've mostly been working on completing the interface and menus. If I do a quick tour of the interface here, in the upper left corner we have the minimap. You can drag that around to examine the environment, then snap back to the center on the player character. You can also rotate the map with the buttons. Then there's the combat mode button, and over here are the stats. The top is sound, then there's health with damage to specific body parts shown here, and finally there's suspicion. On the side here are the movement buttons. I haven't made animations for kneel and sneak yet, so you can only walk and run for now. Let's take a closer look at the stats display. The suspicion stat is affected by stuff you do during a mission. The goal of most missions will be to complete them with as little suspicion as possible. If I shoot a random NPC, for example, you can see how my suspicion increases. You can also generate suspicion by choosing the wrong dialogue options. If I go talk to the receptionist here, I might choose a line of dialogue that raises suspicion towards me. A lot of this will be common sense, but there will probably also be a bit of trial and error involved. As to the sound display here on top, if I walk around you can see the sound my footsteps generate. If I run, they're louder. Of course I haven't actually added sound effects yet, but this is how it will work regardless of the game's volume. The background noise is also shown if I, for example, set off this car's alarm. This is useful for knowing whether or not NPCs will hear you, because if the sound you make is lower than the background noise, they'll be drowned out. But I've also worked on the game's menus, so if I exit by pressing escape, I'm brought to the in-game menu. From here I can save or load a game, or I can change the game's settings. All pretty standard stuff. By the way, you can select your preferred resolution from this drop-down list here, but you can also enter any other resolution you'd like, so pretty much any resolution should be supported. I won't change the resolution now though, since I'm recording. For now there's just the logo here on the side, but when I've worked out the game's universe and story in more detail, I'll make relevant assets that can be displayed here. Stuff like newspaper clippings, photos and shots of criminal records. Stuff like that to flesh out and establish the fiction. And that's all for now. Be sure to check my blog at laserbrainstudios.com for development updates between these videos. Thanks for watching.